Hey guys, it's Chelsea Cook. I'm here today with KiZE Bars and Jeff Ragan, and he's going to tell us all about this delicious, delicious snack. All right, Jeff, so tell us a little bit how KiZE got started, what started all of this off?
Yeah, great question. Kind of, I think like you were sharing your passion off the record, just we're from here, we have a passion to help people live healthier and live better, and I think that was something that I just kept seeing in my early 20s. Hey Jeff, can you write me a workout? Can you write me a diet? Motivate me. They want to make life change, and people just don't know how. And so for me, I've just been real blessed and fortunate. Kind of an athlete growing up, same thing, or wannabe athlete.
Yeah.
Attempted.
Yeah.
But really got into the food and exercise probably at a younger age than most, and that was just a gift that I've been given to try to help people. And so after I graduated from college, I was kind of in that self-discovery time of life of who am I, what's my purpose, what was I made to do, what am I passionate about, and I really arrived at three things. I love helping people. I don't think anything's better than that. I loved health and fitness, and that's why people wanted my help. Like I said, hey, can you write me a workout, can you write me a diet, and I like entrepreneurship. To me, like you're saying, it's that creative part, right? We're all created in the image of the Creator to create great things to help people, and so for me it was just really putting those three things together. Started doing some boot camps down in Norman. I started doing some life coaching, just sitting down with people like this one-on-one. Hey, tell me your story. How'd you get here? Where are you? Where do you want to be? What's in the way? Let's do this together. And I basically kept getting, I want to be healthier, but healthy eating sucks, and I don't have time. And I was like, I always joke Chef Jeff because it rhymes, but I'm not a good cook at all.
Right.
And everybody else just had that draw to help people live better and healthier. So it's something that I never lose sight of, that everybody that got here has that desire to help people live better, and everybody's made sacrifices, time and finance and everything to come together for the common good. And so it's something that I never lose sight on that, and it drives me every day to continue to try to build this into a more impactful platform, not just on people, our customers, or the Oklahoma City community, stuff we do in Haiti, but everybody here as well.
Right. That's one of the things I think sets you guys apart, is that I know a lot of the KiZE guys. You guys have, you're pretty famous around Oklahoma now, the KiZE guys. But everybody here truly, truly cares about people, and that's what makes this so special. The bars are really good, they're delicious, but the people here are just by far the best. But tell me a little bit about Haiti, because that's a really big part of some stuff that you guys do. So people would love to hear about it.
Yeah,
sure.
So early on, I was running around like a crazy. This is when we were literally just had them in a few stores. It was in plastic bags. Most people don't even know the plastic bag phase, but it literally was a plastic Ziploc. They were kind of in like a Kit Kat, like a big Kit Kat, so like a little bites you could break off. And the idea was it's healthy, it tastes good, it's simple, then that was flexible. So whether you wanted one bite or the whole thing, but a few stores, a friend of mine was hosting a charity golf tournament, and he was like, you should come out. And I'm in that stage where it's like, I've just quit my job, not paying yourself, still have no idea what you're doing, you're just working all the time, trying to figure it out. And anyways, I was like, I just don't know what it was, but I'm gonna go out to this thing and see him. So I go out to this thing, and helping these people on the side while I'm waiting for my friend to get done with something. And I started talking to this girl, and I don't remember where we connected, but one of our guys at the time had just gone to Peru for a mission trip, and somehow that was the link in the conversation, and talked to her more, and she ended up having a nonprofit, and she was from Oklahoma, that build orphan homes, family-style orphan homes in third world countries. And so I thought that was really cool. We kind of connected and learned more, and then that following summer, there was just 4 of us at the time. We shut everything down for a week, and which is probably not the smartest thing when you're trying to survive and don't even know if you're going to make it. But that was just, I said here to help people for the better, and we mean that. We want to practice what we preach, and I think that it was just the right thing to do, and we had a heart for that. And so the 4 of us went to Haiti. We stayed at an orphan home out in rural Haiti, and we weren't in the door for 5 seconds until all these kids come up. You got to think at the time we're a bunch of young 20-something males,
Sure.
and our interaction with little kids on a regular basis that's not the norm. And
right.
I mean, it was just like, for me, and I can probably speak for the rest of them, it was just a very melting experience, and built homes and donated a home, and thanks to the awesome people like yourself, and really early on the people of Oklahoma that supported when that's really all we were.
Right.
We started there. We just got back from our 5th annual trip. We feed about 1,000 kids every day.
Wow.
And really just it's about transformation, not just little
Sure.
tweaks. We don't just want people to survive, we want them to thrive. Every opportunity that we've had that we never even knew was such a blessing. We want to try to help play a part of that. So it's really just transformational, infrastructural, and to the individual, whatever we can do. So building homes, the feeding program, school, clothes. We started a chicken farming operation to kind of get that entrepreneurial, so they're not just dependent.
Right.
On that, teaching them skills.
Right.
And all of that.
That's so cool, and I think, I keep saying this, but in a world where everything is kind of crazy and there's a lot of hate, it's so cool when there's little glimpses of hope with companies like y'all and people, even just individuals that want to start to kind of give back and love on your neighbor and things like that. And that's just, it's a little ripple, but I think it goes a long way, because even though I didn't know some of that, I knew enough to know that there's more to KiZE than just really delicious bars. You really are making a difference within the community, Oklahoma and elsewhere.
Yeah, thank you. And I love what you said about the little ripple, because I think sometimes I've seen oh well, wow, I want to make a difference, but I could never do this in Haiti. And it's great to have a dream or a vision, but sometimes we get paralyzed by the size of our dreams that we never take a step.
Right.
And we're called to have the faith of a mustard seed, something
Sure.
tiny that grows into be really big, right? And I think we've really seen it in this of going, I randomly show up at this place that I really didn't want to be at one day, met this, and so on and so forth. And but yeah, I love that. And we want to be hope dealers and joy slingers and feeders of people of all good things.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah. I think one of the unique things that most people, that is also different about us, is we make our own products. So most stuff you'll see on the shelf, they don't make it themselves. Somebody else makes it for them. And I think that's something I never realized until a couple years ago that was a real advantage or difference that we have. And so we have a passion for creating products, and it continues that creative outlet. And so it's for us continue to listen to people and understand where's a pain point or what's something they want. If it goes within our value system, we'll look at creating that. And so a few things we've worked on lately, we rolled out our first vegan product. So we've always had vegan friendly, but we have the honey. So we tried to find a different way to build something that we felt proud about that could serve people. So our almond butter chocolate sea salt was our recent vegan. And we're working on a low sugar or keto friendly line as well. And that's kind of the same thing of people want to not necessarily read the ingredients, I want to see, which is a different story for me, but it's something that people wanted. And what we looked at, we're going, man, all this stuff has a lot of sugar alcohols, and replacing stuff, I'm going, that's not good for anybody.
Sure.
And so we tried to find a way to really do something a lot different without the sugar alcohols. And so we felt really good with our trial run on a couple of products. So same thing, if people are interested and they can follow, reach out, we'll get samples, and we'd love the loyal support and feedback so we can create something great. And,
cool.
I think that's just how we want to be known, of people that make great products and make a great difference and really care.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we're not motivated by money, we're motivated by making a difference and changing lives in a real meaningful way. And so I think we want to be a leader in Oklahoma, a leader in the United States, a leader in the world, change the way people view life and business, and knowing that it's possible, and to have faith and go for it, and follow through. And like you said, you got a crazy schedule, it's hard, it's not easy, but I think really connecting with that big why, and putting the work in consistently over time, then you'll reap what you sow.
Oh, sure.
And so we've been very blessed and fortunate to get to this point, but kind of as I was saying before, I don't even feel like we've started. And so we're excited for kind of this next chapter, and see how we can put our impact on the world. But one of our things, we just got in Walmart this past year, and we've had a lot of challenges with the nationwide distribution and stuff, but I just got back from Bentonville the other day and had a great meeting. And we're trying to work through it, but then she just loves what we're about and the products, and so I actually think we're going to be in more stores and have potentially the keto line coming out in Walmart into December, early January 2020, and then just figuring out how we can get out and impact people more, maybe more online focused too, because we love this. We love the people. We love we want to be people connecting with people. We don't just want to be products in a business.
Sure.
And so I think just being known for people that love and care and want to make a difference, and go from there. Fundamentally, clean, simple, truly energizing. I like to alliterate. So for me, it's easy, enjoyable, truly energizing. That's going to make an impact on someone. That's how I like to eat.
Right.
That's how I would try to coach or encourage people. And so it was really ahead of its time, truthfully. Back formulating in 11 and 12 of just 4 ingredient base. So really the main things was just want a nutritional balance. You get the different diets and the fads, but balanced nutrition never goes out of style. Real food never goes out of style. Stuff that tastes good never goes out of style. So for us, it was just pretty simple. Let's make real food, make it good, and make it actually nutrient dense. We're not going to put in fillers and preservatives and different stuff like that that don't benefit people. And so that was really how it started.
Yeah, that's so important too. And I know, like, as somebody that's in the industry, there's so much stuff out there. Like, there's so many things, and you look and you flip something over and you look at the ingredients, and it's just almost overwhelming. You can't pronounce half of it. But you look at a KiZE bar and it's like, oh, okay, all of these things are things I could eat by themselves or in this bar. But a big thing, people are busy. I mean, people are so busy, and it's nice to have something that you can just grab. I prefer to eat mine out of the fridge. I like them cold.
Yeah.
So I like to just grab it or keep it in the fridge at work and just snatch one out of there. It's a really good, like, post-workout, or if you're on the run and you don't have time to stop, maybe get a full meal yet. But it's really just, it's just so ingenious. Like, I know it seems so simple, but it's perfect.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, and thank you for your support. And that's one of the things that we all eat them in many different ways: cold, refrigerated, warm it up in the microwave for about 10 seconds, like a little treat. So mix it up, keep it fun, mix in the flavors, and it's a great way to live that full and purposeful life on the go when you're chasing those things that you're passionate about, and but not sacrificing your health in that way. So
I think people just aren't used to having something that's easy and good.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. It's like,
it is unfortunate, and that's a motivation to really change the standard. And we have an incredible team to work really hard of how do we continue to tweak. And back then, these were things that were made with no understanding of, hey, trying to nationwide logistics and supply chain and all this stuff, or food science. And so, we've been really fortunate to learn a lot too. So I'm excited about the next wave of products and things that we'll create as well to try to serve people in a broader and deeper way.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Going back to how do we kind of formulate, or how do we think about that? I said balanced nutrition. When I think balanced nutrition, it's healthy fats, healthy carbs, and really clean proteins. And so all in a delicious deliverable. And so number one, we have a fat source either way. So now fat's really popular. I've always kind of had more of a higher fat, balance, but I've always been a big peanut butter, almond butter, guy. And so that's that first base. The second way we think about it is that quick and sustainable energy in a solid way. So we'd have raw honey or dates or a gluten-free rolled oat as that carb component versus a cheap syrup or something that's gonna spike your blood sugar in a bad way. In a raw honey, you get vitamins, enzymes, and minerals from a plant.
Sure.
You just don't get that in a lot of other things. And then from the protein, it's just trying to have a high amino acid profile. Knowing how it's processed is important. So I was always into cold filtered products. I didn't want it to be denatured, which is how most protein. So people always just look at the gram number. They don't know the quality of that gram. All grams aren't created equal. And so you get into that point where, okay, this may have 20 grams, but you're going to, I don't know if I can say this, you're going to fart out 90% of it because you can't even can't even process it well, versus getting like a really clean 10 to 12, you're actually going to absorb. It's not what you eat, it's what you absorb, right?
It's all about nutrient dense, because your body can only absorb certain amounts of things. So if you're going to if you're eating something that's like a bunch of crap, if you will, like you will crap it out or whatever, or pee it out or whatever. But like your body can dispense of that stuff. So it's really important that you're putting whole foods and whole ingredients into your body. Like it's not, you know, Emma and I were talking, it's not this magical thing. It's like, are you eating real food? Like it really does come down to like what's in your food, and are you eating real food?
Yeah, at the end of the day, you know, we have so much, like you said, over information on health and fitness. You know, humans have been around for thousands of years. Food has been around forever. Yet we live in a more unhealthy time in world history. Because people they make it too complex.
Sure.
You know, at the end of the day, eat real food, eat
Right.
in moderation, move,
Right.
and, you know, take care of your body.
Yeah.
So.
It's simple, but it's just a discipline.
Yeah.
And that's what's hard for people is it's all like everybody's so busy and they have a hard time, you know, making it work. But I always tell people that come to see me, I'm like, it's just, are you ready to make this a lifestyle? Because that's what it is. Can you eat real food? Can you move every day? Can you sleep? Can you drink water? You know, and it's a simple formula. It's just hard to put into everyday life.
But worth doing.
Totally worth it. You'll feel so much better.
Yeah.